Hey everybody, welcome. How are you? Just getting started here. I know it's really late, but I wanted to do a little late night tarot reading on Foodie. I don't know if anybody's still up, but I'm doing it anyway for the replay gang. Feel free to come in and say hello. Hold on a second. Hey, different sage. Just 1 second, I'm setting everything up. Hey, Brandy. Let me get the message pinned. There we go. All right, so I know it's late, but I've been wanting to do a tarot reading on Foodie all day, and everything just kept getting in the way. But I'm here now. Hey, grateful life. I'm here now, doggone it. I may be late to the party, but I'm here. And I got my cards. Which deck is it going to be? The pink one. Oops. I'm so disorganized. Let me get everything out of the way, put everything where it needs to be. Hi, everybody. Let me just set out my towel because the cards that I have are extremely slippery. They're like the plastic laminated cards, and they slide everywhere. These ones, look how flimsy they are. Hello, Tammy, Grateful Life, Different Sage, Brandy, everybody. How are all of you this evening? Okay. Hey, Vickery. So I can't be here all night, but everybody's been saying, do another reading on Foodie. Do another reading on Foodie. I'm trying to. Yes, it's been very interesting. There's all kinds of things happening right now. Uh-oh. My deck almost got away from me. It has been very interesting. Let me get this out of here. So I've been wanting to do a reading on Miss Foodie. I was actually going to start this earlier, and then people started going live. I'm like, well, I think I'll wait. I'll wait my turn. So how have you all been tonight? My cards are all messed up. Oops. What happened to my deck? It's all askew. It's 1111. That's a magical number. Hey, Tammy. Booger looks like she owns the bed. Plot twist, she does. She allows me to sleep there. Don't you know it's her bed? But what you guys don't see is when I go to bed at night, she gets under the covers with me for about 10 minutes, and then she sleeps on top of the covers, but she has to sleep next to me for at least 10 minutes. That's not your bed, human. No, it isn't. She's claimed it. She thinks I bought it for her. Angel numbers. She's so pretty. Booger. She's a pretty girl. She's a rascal. Why do you think I gave her the name Booger? She's a rascal. So I got finished with both of my reacts today to Chantal, and I'm all caught up unless Foodie does something tomorrow. Then I gotta catch up again. You're always playing catch up in Girl World. Your dog allows you a small corner of the bed. That sounds about right. So I want to see what's going on with Chantal. Where's my other deck? There it is. That's the one I wanted to use. Doggone it. I was like, where did my other deck go? That was the one I wanted to use, and I want to break it in tonight. So I got a brand new deck. And for those of you that are tarot card readers, I don't know if you know these kinds of decks are out there, but for those wanting to learn to read tarot, why does it get all blurry and stuff? But you got the cards and you've got the meanings of the cards on them, both upright and reversed. So if you're wanting to learn tarot, that's a good way to do it. I thought I'd get a deck like that and just test it out. It's really thick though. I got small hands. It's hard to hold on to. Hence why I've got the towel. Everybody's going to be so mad at me. You did a tarot reading and it was late and I couldn't show up. Sorry. I have to do them when I have time. Just catch it on the replay. Let me just get all this stuff out of the way so I can spread this towel out better. It's falling down. So I want to do a quick check-in with Foodie and see what's up with her. Everybody's speculating. Is she in Canada? Is she still in Kuwait? I'm not so much interested about where she is because she'll pop up eventually. Just like what's going on with her personally. And this is just for entertainment purposes only. Hi, Bex. Just entertainment here, folks. That's how we do it here. How are you, Bex? You know what, Tammy? I agree with you. I think she is laying low. There's kind of like the rumor that she might have gotten some kind of medical clearance thing for her an extension for another few days. I don't know. She can't stay there forever. At some point, she's got to come back to Canada. Hey, Angela. At some point, she's got to come back. She can't stay there forever. Or at least she's got to leave. She's got to go somewhere. So it makes no sense. You know what? She might be wanting to travel after payday because that's when she gets paid. And YouTube payday is the 21st. Or for Canadians, it's the 22nd. So she might be waiting until her next payday to come back. Because that's when she would have the money to travel. So that might be a possibility. She might not have the money to travel because, she's got to buy 2 seats, not just one. Booger. So I'm not going to sit here and shuffle all night. It's just these are brand new cards and I'm trying to break them in. All right, so I want to know, show me Chantal, Foodie Beauty. Hello, Bobby Patrick. Like what Chantal's up to. Like where's there's just cards jumping out at me that they want to talk. They're jumping out at me tonight already. And I haven't even done a reading yet. If she has to sell a vehicle to afford two seats, she might just border hop. There's no telling what she's gonna do, what she's up to. I heard that rumor too, that a vehicle was getting sold and like why would you sell a car? Didn't you just get a car? How have I been with all the drama? Just trying to keep my head down and do my thing over here, trying to stay out of it. That's the best way to be, at least for me. Unless music people leave her alone. See, but Foodie's biggest flaw is that she can't keep her mouth shut when she should. She doesn't know when to back off when she should. She's she's a narcissist, and in every story, the narcissist has to be the victim or the hero, or both at the same time. They don't know how to lose. They don't know how to say you win. They want to be the winner. So she's got that I have to win complex situation happening. That's her Achilles heel. She has to win. All right, so let me just see what the cards have to say about Foodie. We're almost there. I know me shuffling the cards irritates people, but it's like I just want to make sure that they are thoroughly mixed up before I get started so I get a correct reading. Ah, that's pretty wild, Bobby. Thank you, Grandpa Jim. All right. All right, let's get started. All right, so first card down is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Second card. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is workaholic, wasteful, risky investments, irresponsible. The Queen of Pentacles is selfish, jealous, impatient, cold, and demanding. What a perfect power couple, these two. What a perfect power couple is Chantal and Salah. He wants her to make money, but he's fighting up against Chantal to get that money. Hello, Muta. So he's got the mind on the money and she's got the mind on the money, just for different reasons. She's got her mind on the money because she wants takeout. He's got the mind on the money because he wants to travel. Oh, funny. All right. The Eight of Swords is the card of conflict, freedom, hopeful, empowered, healing, and surrender. So, like, this reading is kind of feeling like the last reading I did for them. Like they're both focused on money, but that they're in each other's way. They're so in each other's way. They both want different kinds of freedom, but they're in each other's way getting it. Like he wants a different kind of freedom than Foodie. She just wants to go home and bees. He just wants to, he's got aspirations and she's holding him back from them. I understand, FD. Okay, let me just set out the red. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, we'll address all these in a second. Mm-mm. Okay, let's see. That's an interesting array. So we have the Fool card reversed. Fresh start, freedom, adventure, travel, innocence. It was reversed. Why is my camera so blurry? That makes no sense. Um, then you've got the Death card. Codependence, avoiding change, negative cycles. The Ace of Cups. Coldness, emptiness, emotional loss, feeling unloved. And then you've got the King of Swords reversed, intelligence, structure, head over heart, morals detached. Ooh, so what am I getting off this already? Ugh. Well, essentially, Foodie's checked out. She's checked out. She's completely checked out. She's going through a period of I don't. She doesn't know what to do. That's what I'm getting. She doesn't know what to do. Hold on a second. I'm looking for something here. There it is. She wants to break free, but yet she doesn't know how to do it. He must know by now he is not going anywhere with her. He wants her to leave, but he won't tell her. He might be afraid of her, because she does have a history of, if you're my man, you better be my man until I let you go. And if you try to leave before then, I punish you. Uh, so there might be something to that other than money. I'm feeling like there are promises still being made. I'm getting a sense of she's still making promises to him and he's still believing them. Like, yeah, yeah, I'll, she knows what he wants to hear. And so, she's putting those honeyed words in his ear. But I'm also getting a sense that he's not believing them as much. Like the magic is gone. Like when she first went to Kuwait, the magic was there. But over the course of time, the magic is kind of like, you know, it's waning out. You know what, FD? I agree. I actually reacted to the exercise video, the elliptical video. Something interesting for all of you. So the elliptical that she was on does have a weight limit of 350 pounds. And somebody, one of my subscribers, told me that in the video you could hear the plastic on the elliptical breaking. It broke. We're about to break. So she was on the elliptical for no more than what, a couple of minutes, and you could hear the plastic breaking because there's a weight limit. I think her health is beginning to actually scare her. Well, it should. It should scare her. It is a concern. I mean, this is no laughing matter. And it's all in her hands. It just either do something or don't, but if you don't, there's no happy ending here. Hi Claudia, welcome. I mean, I'm getting the feeling from the cards that she wants to go back home. She does. Like she's in Kuwait and she knows she has her problems waiting for her in Canada, but she wants to go back home. She's checked out. Like she's run out of ideas. Her health is bad. Her mobility is crap. Like she's bored. She's completely bored. She's kind of in a situation where it's like you're between a rock and a hard place. You're in Kuwait, you're bored. The money's not so good because you can't do much there. Your mobility sucks. But if you go back to Canada, there's all your financial problems and you don't have a home to go back to. So it's like, how do you navigate this? Right? Exactly, Muta. You can order Domino's wherever you want. All right. So moving on to the rest of the reading. Let's see. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, being guarded, material instability, superficial setbacks. And setbacks, impotence, lack of growth, unfinished work. That's the Seven of Pentacles. He's holding on to her money. He's controlling her money. She doesn't have control of her money. Like I'm feeling like she went to Kuwait and she did not want any responsibility. She wanted to hand over the responsibility to somebody else and go, here. Like I don't want to deal with the financial problems. I don't want to deal with thinking about bills or rent. Salah, here, you do it. So she gave him control of the money. She makes the money, but he's got control of it. And so he is controlling it. So like she's not there's no joy in her. I'm not feeling like there's a sense of joy in her life anymore, not even from food. Like she used to get joy by being in Canada and spending her money the way she wanted to and eating what she wanted to. She doesn't even have that joy any longer. Money is the only connection he wants with her. What? Hey, bad choices. Hello, Marianne. Blessed be. Mary meet Mary part. Can you tell if they're really married? Well, I can't look that far, but I can say as someone that I watch her and I react to her, I'm not feeling a connection between those two. Not at all. They've been together around each other for months and there's no synergy. There's no, I'm just not feeling the couple vibe off them. So just by that, I would say no. Okay, the last card is the sun. Blocked happiness, unrealistic expectations. Yeah. So blocked happiness, like I said, they are in each other's way. She's in the way of his happiness, he's in the way of her happiness, and yet they won't let go of each other. Why won't they let go of each other? It makes no sense. You're both unhappy people. You're making each other more unhappy. Let go. Do what makes sense. Let go. Why is this continuing? Like, what is the point? So she's just over there being stuck. She's over there being freaking stuck. Let's do another reading. I want to do one on Mr. Salah, where his head is at. You're like, I don't get it either. If you got two unhappy people, even if there is money involved, eventually you have to reach a point where you say the money just ain't cutting it no more. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Let's just, agree to disagree and part company and go our separate ways. I think she still loves Nader no matter what. I actually agree with you. I think Nader was the one that she really wanted. She wants to be with Nader. She can't have Nader. That is the one she longs for. Chantal needs to get a hold of her money, go back to Canada. I agree. Even if she had to go back to Canada and stay in a motel, in Motel B's, she'd be a lot happier than what she is in Kuwait. She'd be so much happier back in Canada. Pete will take care of her. I disagree with that statement. I don't think he's in a financial position nor a home situation to take care of her. He's living with other people. There's no possible way he can take in Chantal. No, I know that, Muta. She's lost the majority of her money. True. But Pete can't take care of Chantal. He can barely take care of himself. He's in no position to take care of her. Once upon a time, he was in the position, not no more. He's trying to get himself together. And you know what, Muta? I'm going to say this. I think, as far as Chantal going to Kuwait, I think, just as everybody else in the world, I think that Chantal had, we all have a fantasy. We all have an idea of a dream life. So Chantal wanted to be with an attractive younger man who had a certain look. And, she was very interested in Middle Eastern men. So her fantasy man would be a younger Middle Eastern gentleman. And she had her financial difficulties. And she thought, okay, in Kuwait, I can escape those difficulties. And if I'm wearing the hijab and wearing the abaya, that will disguise my weight. And she also thought that everybody in Kuwait would be of a bigger size like her, and she would just fit right in. She wouldn't stand out. And then she went to Kuwait and found out that life was a lot different than she thought. What does he see in her? A paycheck. What Chantal's been doing all this time is just a different version of playing house. Remember being a child and playing house? You be the mommy, I be the daddy. This is a different version of that, the grown up version. She had her fantasy. She wanted to live out her fantasy. She wanted to know what it was like to be married. So somebody kind of gave her the sort of married life experience. So she spent a lot of money to play house with a guy. That's just my opinion. Yeah, her money is gone. That might be why she's waiting to come home. She doesn't have the money to come home. I mean, I'm not being mean or rude or anything, but listen, I've flown before. I've flown on in an airplane. Those airplane seats they're a joke. You see how small I am. The economy seats are tiny. And if you fly for hours, your butt goes to sleep, your legs go to sleep, you're hurting all over, you know? And she thinks she's going to sit in one seat. For her to fly comfortably home, she would need to get like a VIP package, but that would cost her thousands. She could fly in style. She had the money. She just doesn't have the money to do that. What happened to my cards here? Something happened. Oh, oops. There we go. So I'm going to check in on Mr. Salah. But you're right. The money has been dropping. She's not been making much in super chats. And then, of course, there's the issue with the VIBs, and they're dropping off too. I mean, the money is drying up. She needs to come home. I don't think business would fit her. Armor tests are fixed. Two economy seats. Agreed. Although Qatar Airlines, they do have like you can pay quite a bit of money and you get your own compartment with like a lazy boy. You know, you be decked out in style, but you got to pay big money for that. She could do that if she had the cash, but she's been spending it all on takeout. No, she couldn't afford it, I don't think. A weight limit? Really? My son is a pilot. He said next year there will be a weight limit. If a person is over a certain weight, that means they take less people. So, what is the weight limit? Did they say what the weight limit is? We flew. Did they say what the weight limit would be? Must be paid before you leave. Right, hunger of lions. I've heard that too. That if you overstay your visa, you have to pay what you owe before you can go. I've heard that too. she, the word haram is born out. Oh, poor thing. She's so awful. I mean, cosplaying being Muslim, she's so awful. It's so disrespectful to the Muslim people. It is so incredibly disrespectful. That's another reason why she needs to come home and just be her authentic self. Stop mocking something and being part of something that you're not genuinely interested in. No, she couldn't use the tray, Tammy. All right, we're gonna get into Salah here in a second. Why are my cards flipping over? Cut that out. Amanda. Had what? 3 stories, it's an Airbus. Yeah, I've saw that. Showers. Yeah, I've seen like it's a whole setup. You got showers, you got lazy boys, you could fly in style if you want. It's crazy. You say you can pay the money, you can fly like that and be comfortable. It's not gonna be cheap though. It's not gonna be cheap. All right, so we're gonna get into Mr. Salah. Ooh, first card down for Salah. Conflict, misdirection, dispute, forceful, powerless. Why does my camera get all blurry? Dang it. He's fighting with her. He's fighting against her. He's fighting against her. Everything's always a fight with her. Uh, Manipulation, greed, trickery, conniving, wasted resources, magician. Hi, Blondie. He's fighting against her, and like she's just there's conniving and there's manipulation and there's greed on both sides. Like it goes back and forth between those two. Judgment card, failure to learn, self-loathing, and decisiveness. Yeah, like they. This is a mess already. This reading for him is a mess already. So what have we got so far? We've got the Chariot card, which is a card of conflict, misdirection, dispute, forceful, powerless. Like he thought this whole thing with Chantal was going to be easy, like having her come over and she made a bunch of promises and like I'll start a channel with you, I'll help your gaming channel, you'll make money, we'll make money together. She really filled his head up with promises. She really lined his pockets with promises and he had all kinds of big dreams about going places and doing things and it's been months and he is just at the end of his rope with her. Failure to learn, self-loathing, indecisiveness. He feels as stuck as she does and he's being manipulated by her, but he is just stuck. He's stuck with Chantal. That's what you get for trying to scam her, bro. Lesson learned, I guess. That'll teach you to be a romance scammer. Some marks are not so easy. All right, so what else we got here? Yeah, let's see. She's lording over him with that money. Yeah, she fat fished him too. Yeah, I believe this situation with Salah is very similar to the situation she did with Nader. I think that like she a long time ago, Chantal confessed in a video somewhere. She confessed that when she meets up with a guy, she puts on like an improved version of herself, just to get into his good graces. And then after a while, she starts to let her true self shine through. And then when she feels like she's got him, then she lets it all out. But she's Miss Bossy over there with the money, even though he controls the money. Like she pulls rank. She does. Like she's very manipulating, very controlling, and he wants to take the lead, but she won't let him. Like he feels powerless. He literally does not know what to do with Chantal. He doesn't know what to do. Like I'm just feeling it right now. Like she's in bad health, and there's not a doggone thing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do to motivate her to be healthy or to go home or make more money. He's just basically what I'm getting right now is he's waiting to see what happens. Hi, Karen. Oh, you're not late. Yeah, she's still manipulating him. He just I'm getting a sense from him that he feels powerless. Like she's there, she's in the house. He has to deal with her, and he's tried many different things to motivate her to get her off her butt and just do something, and she doesn't want to do anything. Okay, indecision, delays, mental turmoil, blocked off, torn. Now he feels stuck. He honestly does not know what to do. Because I'm getting a sense that when he tries to help her, when he tries to motivate her, push her in a certain direction, she pushes back. Nothing will move the mountain known as Chantal. He can tell her no food and he'll leave with the cat. Well, the problem with that is, you know how Chantal can get when she's vindictive, when she's wrathful, she'll act out. So who knows where that can lead. He doesn't want any trouble. And he knows that Chantal will bring the trouble. Disappointment, vanity, cheating, revoked offers. Yeah, he's disappointed in this whole thing. This whole thing with Chantal is not working out the way he thought it would. He's doubting himself. He feels weak. He's being manipulated. He's going through a sense of apathy. Like this is literally him. He was really hoping for her to go home to Canada a lot sooner. Look, he was feeling a sense of joy for a while, but she still hasn't gone. I think he's going to go so she goes back to Canada. Yeah, I'm feeling that too. I think that if he ends things with Chantal, the most peaceful way he can do it is if she's in Canada, she gets on the plane and she's there and he's in Kuwait. She won't cause any trouble in Kuwait where he's at. So if he's going to end it, he wants to do it in the most peaceful way where there's the least amount of trouble. But while she's there, he has to hold his tongue because trouble follows her everywhere she goes. So he's just gotten to a place of he's not enthusiastic about this anymore. He's not happy about it. He doesn't have any more hope of traveling or going anywhere because it's become very clear that nothing's going to happen. We have seen her online ignoring the call to prayer. Oh, she probably doesn't pray. The only thing she prays for is, for her food to get to her house faster. She prays about when's my takeout going to get here? She doesn't have the faith, the Muslim faith in her heart. That's pretty apparent. So we did one on Foodie and Salah. Who else y'all are y'all curious about? Anybody else? I don't believe he lives there. I think he comes early in the morning for breakfast, then comes back late evening for dinner. Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think he's there full time. My audio's coming and going. Could be because of the fact that here's my microphone and it's set to cartoid, which means I have to be right in front of it. Is that better? Here, let me try this. Is that better? Hey, Fit and Curvy. Yeah, it's because of this setting on the Blue Yeti. Sorry about if there's ever a problem with the audio, y'all let me know. Hey, Fit and Curvy, how have you been? I've been all right. Working, always working. Can I read her mother? You mean Chantal's mom? Shmi? Is Shmi kind of an issue right now though? I mean, she's over in Canada and look, I know what happened before, like everything with Marty and the family, and that was a big to do. Ah, nice, Fit and Curvy. Actually, Fit and Curvy, you know what? I have been transferring a lot of my ambiance videos over to another ambiance. I made a whole ambiance channel just for the ambiance videos for people who like that. Trying to separate my content because some people just like the ambiance. So I've made a whole separate channel for that. Link. Uh, y'all give me a second and I'll go get it. Oh no. Whoa, what happened? I have to lose my vape. Okay, give me a second and I'll post it. I gotta pull this back. All right. It's in my community post somewhere. All right. But I'll get the link. All right. Da da da. Where is the filters channel? Da da da. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. I'm so good. All right. I did finish Salah's reading. It wasn't that there wasn't much to tell. He's in a state of just he's in a state of suspension. You know, like he and Foodie, they're both in a state of suspension. Like they're both stuck. That's what I keep picking up. They're both stuck. They're ridiculous people. They're stuck, and yet they won't do what they need to do to be unstuck. He's unhappy with her. She's unhappy with him. She's unhappy with life in general, and yet they won't do what they need to do to fix it. Oh, I'm sorry you miss your cat. Booger's a booger. Hi, Gray. Yeah, they're you know what's ridiculous? They're playing house and they're not even happy playing house anymore. You know, it's stupid. If you're playing a game and the game's no longer fun, why are you continuing to play it? Just say what you say when you're a kid. This isn't fun. I'm not playing this game anymore. Move on. So I'll do a reading on Shmi. And remember, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, he's not a deep person. Salah's not that hard to understand. And really, neither is Chantal. She's not that deep to understand either. She's all about quick gratification, quick reward. She wants to feel good and she wants to feel good now. And she doesn't want to work to change anything. It's just about, if it works and it's easy, let me do that. Take the easy, lazy path. Car selling. I have no idea why they sold the car. My first thought when I heard about them selling the car was, they've been in Kuwait for what? How long have she's been there? Like 6 months? How many times have they moved? How many times have they changed cars? That's some crap that you do when you owe people money or you've done some shadiness and you're trying not to get caught. Hi, Irene. Well, different stage though is word on the street is the car is being sold. And I'm like, why? They just got it. They just got the doggone car. Why are they selling it? That makes no sense. They just got that car. I don't know, FD, because I don't live there. After if right? Well, that's Chantal. Maybe it's too small for her. Could be. I'll tell you what. Again, not being mean, but even if she came back to Canada and tried to drive the Kia, good luck trying to fit in it. She was squeezing into it before she left. She's not going to be able to fit into that Kia. She won't be able to fit into that Kia. He owes the money for the perfume business. Well, love stinks. Love stinks, y'all. Just like the Beezer perfume, love stinks. All right, so let me just focus on Shmi. Was the Kia repoed? Well, the word that I heard was that the Kia was taken by somebody in the family, so they might be holding on to it for. I know. I came up with something, y'all. Like everybody talks about Chantal and her cycles. I call what's going on right now her tricycle, like tricycle, because she says she's going to try something, but she never actually follows through with it. Oh, I'm going to try to eat healthy. I'm going to try to exercise, but then she doesn't. So Foodie has a tricycle. And since she acts like a toddler, it's appropriate. I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that, but not really. I'm just going to talk about it. Exactly. Thank you. We should get her a little bell to put on the front of her tricycle. And And the little streamers for the back wheels. Little basket in the front. Oh god, I cracked myself up. What? She exercised for 180. 180 seconds. That is so sad. Listen, I am 52 years old. Chantal is 39. And I can sit here and exercise harder in front of y'all for 5 minutes than she would in like 5 weeks. She's trying to dodge Marty. Well, good luck with that. Oh, would anyone be known as a beezer? I don't know. For all we know, Chantal could be in here right now, lurking. And if she's lurking, hi, Chantal. I mean, Charles Reed. I mean, Amy Pondu, whatever your sock account is. She might be watching right now and just lurking in the background. What's she saying about me with that reading? Well, watch the replay. You'll find out. She's about five of me. That's the scary thing if you think about it. Look, Chantal is 5 feet tall. I'm 5'3". She carries a lot of her weight in the front. And if you think about it, because she carries a lot of her weight in her stomach, she is carrying the weight equivalent of one or two grown adults in the front of her, attached to her at all times. No wonder she's in pain. I mean, if anybody's ever moved anything heavy and you got to pick up a big, heavy box or piece of furniture and you can only hold it for a certain amount of time, imagine what it's like to have the weight of one or two people attached to your body at all times. How much that's got to hurt. That's got to be painful on your back. That's got to suck. Oh, Maria Pondu. That's right. Like with adult twins, Vickery. You're pregnant with adult twins, fully grown. That'd be miserable as all hell. I'm surprised too, Santiago. The girls must weigh her down. At least in Canada, it seems she had better stamina going shopping. Well, you know what? In Canada, she was actually more active, was she not? Between, like she got out of the house. She was getting out of the house to get in the Kia and go see Natter in Montreal, making them 2-hour trips to and back. She was much more active in Canada. She was out of the house more. She's less active in Kuwait, and it's been disastrous. All right, so we're gonna do one on Mother Saro. So show me Chantal's mom, Shmi. Huh. Uh-oh. Let me put all these down first. Wow, there's a lot of cards here. Okay, first card down. We have the 8 of Swords, feeling trapped, hopeless, imprisonment, paralyzing fear. Well, mom's not happy. Opening self pity, malicious gossip, breakdown, scandal. So apparently, this thing with Chantal has really affected the family. They're not happy about it. They're not happy. Her Mother Sorrow is not feeling the best right now. Regret, humiliation, peaceful resolution, compromise. Yeah, the family is definitely not happy about what Chantal did. They're still reeling from that. I'm feeling like when they had like when Grandpa came to visit, they had a lovely time, but it was more like just trying to soothe things over. Like they were there to celebrate, the birthday of the grandpa, but it just even at that time the family was still rocked by what happened. But they were still like just like, you know, they're trying to move past this. They're trying to move past all this nonsense. And I feel like a conversation did happen with Chantal. And they asked her, like, can you please just stop whatever it is you're doing? Because it's just too much. So mom is not a happy camper. And I'm also getting a message that I think that Chantal is trying to ask mom for help in coming back. Like she's, like all the family members, if there anybody is going in the family is going to help Chantal, it would be mom. Like if all the family members, if Chantal had to ask one person for help financially to for anything, it's gonna be mom. Could be Chris, just but like she's always gone to her mom and mom needs to put her foot down and say, no, not this time. Not this time. 'Cause if she comes home, she's got nowhere to go. So what do you do when you have a family and you have nowhere to go? You're gonna ask the family for help. Yeah, she's a big, big enabler. But you know what? Sometimes as a parent, the best thing you can do is Let your child figure out on their own what to do. Sometimes the best love you can show them is to not, you got to let them fall. You got to let them learn. What do you mean, what about Marty? I'm not doing a reading on Marty. No, no, no. I don't do readings on channels, on reactors or channels. That's a good way to put a bullseye on your head. Plus, it's bad manners. No, no, no. I'm not yelling at you. It's just like I'm on YouTube. I'm in this community, and I'm just made it a rule that I'm not going to do any kind of readings on other channels. Kind of put them in the spotlight like that. It might cause a lot of uncomfortable feelings or misunderstandings. How did I learn to read tarot cards? Self-taught. Many, many years ago, I went to a metaphysical shop. Like this was back when I was in my early 20s, and I had a reading done. And I think it cost me like 25, 30 bucks at the time. And after the reading was over, I just thought, the practical brain took over. And I'm like, wait a second. Someone all they did was read my cards and I paid them like 30 bucks. But I can get a tarot deck for $20 and learn how to do it myself. And anytime I need a reading, I could just give one to myself. So it just seemed, logical to me. So I started to read and study up on the cards. And I just also read intuitively. It's okay, Karen. Sweetheart, I am not yelling at you at all. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not even the least bit mad. I am not upset. I was just explaining things. That's all. We're very chill over here. So we did Shmi. Who else you guys want readings on while I'm here? I'm curious. You'd love one. You know what? I will do some readings. Just let me put these cards away because they're starting to tick me off. Let me get my original cards out. Oh God. You know what, Chris? That whole situation with Dee Dee's mom. I'm scared for that situation. I'm really scared for Dee Dee's mom. Frightened. Yes, I did get the new deck. I got actually a couple of new decks. It's just that they're brand new, so they're kind of hard to handle right now. One of the decks is like plastic flimsy, and they keep slipping out of my hands, and it's starting to tick me off. I'll be honest with you, it's starting to really tick me off. I got to work with them and break the cards in. Your fiance is Wiccan. Keeps telling me that something about my future looks bright, but won't tell you why. Well, that's not nice. What they do a reading for you? I know cards behave, right? How can they say something like that to you? Your future looks bright to be continued. What? That's all I get? No clue, nothing. Can I buy a vowel, Pat Sajak, please? Amberlyn. Ugh, Amberlyn. See, that's another mess right there. You know what? As far as Amber and Chantal, they come online and they expect everybody on YouTube to care about their health at the same time that they don't care about their health. It's like, so let me get this straight. You expect complete strangers to care more about your health than you do. How about you care about your health first and then we'll talk? How about the care starts at home with you because you can make the most impact on your health? Right. You listen, everybody in this room, no matter what your life is, you are the architect of your own happiness or unhappiness. Every element of your life you are in control of. And if there's something in your life you do not like or makes you unhappy, you can change it. You are the architect. You're the one drawing up the blueprint as you go. So if something is not to your liking, you can fix it. So she won't give you any kind of clue about what your future holds. Okay, so maybe I can give a little bit of insight. Maybe the cards will tell me something. Hold on a second, Karen. Let me do Amanda. Ah, nice different Sage. By the way, I would like to say before we get started into like the individual readings, please do not ask for anything that has to do with mental health. I am not a doctor. I am not a certified professional, so I cannot answer questions relating to fixing or treating mental health. Okay? I mean, the cards can give insight, but they cannot diagnose any kind of mental or physical problems. If you need help like that, please go to a specialist or a doctor that can give you the proper care. All right, FD, thanks for dropping by. All right. All right, let's get started with this. So, show me inside to Amanda. Okay. Let me just look at these for a minute. I'm being quiet because I'm going back and forth with this. Thank you, Vickery. I keep getting the word hardship. Like you've been through some hardships in your life. You've had your rough moments, some rough patches. No, 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 no. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Your life has not been all peaches and cream. You've been through some rough times in your life, but you've always come out the other side. You and the person that you're with, and like you know, you've gone through your trials. Sorry. Doggone this microphone. Thank you, Brandy. I said you and your significant other, you've been through some hardships. Relating to money has to do with money. Thank you, different sage. Like I'm getting the feeling from this reading that you've been through some stuff. Thank you, different sage. You've been through some stuff. I don't know why. I just want to cry. What kind of energy am I picking up from you? I can just feel it. You've been through some stuff. I'm connecting with you hard. Oh God. Sorry. The energy in this one. Yeah, you've been through a lot of things, mama. A lot of stuff. But your partner has been there with you through all of it. Some of it had to do with the finances. Like you've had your up and down periods. You know, good times, bad times. This card is interesting. By the way, this is not evil. Some people think that the devil card is evil. It's not evil. It could mean temptations. It could mean things you're tempted by. It could be things you're very passionate about. I feel like you're hurting in here. I can feel it. You're still hurting in here. Find a way to let that go. Let go of it. Let go of it. Because it's literally like right there. You're holding on to some hurt. That's what's holding you back. I feel like I can feel it. Your partner, he's one of those that he's gonna hold on to your hand. He's gonna hold on to it tight. That's your partner. Like he's like, I got you, and I'm not letting go of you. Not in a stalkerish way, but just like I'm here for the long haul. That's what I'm getting. He's there for the long haul. So you've been through some stuff, but he's gone through stuff with you, and that's your partner. So I think what the cards were telling me to tell you is like what's with the pain that's in here, let it go. Because I'm literally feeling it right now. It hurts. So was that what you wanted to know? I want to sit here and cry with you. People think, oh, you're a tarot reader. How can you feel other people's pain? Trust me, you can. You can channel directly into them, and I'm feeling yours. You're so confused. You've been in pain for years because you got a lot of leftover pain, different things that have happened to you. It's in there. It's like a storage closet. You've gathered it all together and you're not letting it out. Let it out. Find a way to let it out. What's wrong, Muta? Muta, what's wrong? I'm sitting here doing readings. Uh, Muta, look at my hands, darling. I've been shuffling the whole time and I haven't muted you. I'm literally sitting here with my cards. I'm not even touching my keyboard to mute you. So I'm not muting you. I'm sitting here with my cards in my hand. My keyboard is directly in front of me. I'm not even touching my keyboard, bro. It's far away from me. I would have to stop, get this towel out of the way, and get my cards out of the way to mute you. So I'm not doing it. You're not muted. I've been seeing the conversation the whole time. There's no mods in here. What do you mean? Just for clarification, just for clarification, Muta, sometimes YouTube they will block certain words. Like if you notice when YouTubers when they talk about DEATH in videos, they say unalive just because of YouTube. YouTube, for some stupid reason, they block certain words. Sometimes even in a live chat, they will. So it's not mods and it's not me. YouTube has their own blocks. That's why YouTubers, when they do videos, they will use different words. And it sounds weird, but that's because of YouTube and their strange policies. Anywho, let's keep going. Yeah, you probably said a word that triggered the YouTube filter thingy, and that can happen anytime. Anywho, who else would like a reading? Different Sage? Who else would like a reading? Y'all are getting quiet over there. Did my chat freeze up? I'll take a reading. Just a general reading. Can I say something before we get deep into this? Reconnect. Yeah, that happens. Different Sage want a reading. I'm sorry, guys. You're ignoring me for readings. I'm sorry, I'm not writing people's names down to know who asked first. Can I say something before we get started, though? I don't want anybody to get upset with me. I do readings until I literally feel drained. So if I do readings and if I say I have to stop, it's not because I'm being rude and I don't want to do any more readings, literally because I can't. So I will do as many as I can until I reach that point. But if I say I have to stop, please just don't get upset with me. Okay, so how about different sage? Different sage. You want to just general reading different? Hey, Rally. All right. Can do. Charms to readings? What kind of charms? Okay, Sigma. Oh, like tea leaves. Never heard of that. You know what, Muta? I might. All right. It got you muted. Okay. See, it was a word. It wasn't a mod. It wasn't me. It was a word. It happens. It's okay. I'm feeling a lot of good energy coming from you, Sage. You got a lot of happy energy. You got a lot of happy energy over there. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Well, hmm. Okay, so I'll just tell you what I laid out. So interesting. You got a lot of good energy. I'm like, hmm. You got the Two of Swords. And on top of that, let's see, you have the Three of Cups. Then you've got the King of Wands crossing. So the first thought that I had in my head was, are you involved in any projects? Like you got different irons on the fire, don't you? You got different irons on the fire. Trying to get some stuff off the ground. And I'm feeling like there's a little bit of not I don't want to say hardship. I want to say there's a little bit of a struggle, maybe some tight finances, like being concerned with the money. I feel like money is you're trying to balance money going in different directions. So money is tight. Money's very, very, very tight. It's not lacking, but it's like, I'm feeling like there's a sense of going without things to make room for other things. Budgeting, that's another word, budget. You're having to budget. Um, just a lot of struggling because you're trying to do a lot of things all at once. You're taking a hit, but you're looking at it from the perspective of I'm taking a hit now because the reward later will be justified. And so this is what you're hoping for. Like you're looking at it from the perspective of it's in the long run, it's going to be worth it. If you want a fruitful harvest, you got to plant the seeds. So you got to get them in the ground in order to get a harvest out. Now, this is the card that made me go, what's the justice card about? Something legal? There's something legal going on? Justice? Justice for what? You might know the answer to that one. But I'm sensing whatever it is you're doing, like you are just trying to balance out money. You're being very careful. You're not just thinking about something once, you think about it twice and three times. Right. So that's what the reading told me about you is that, there's a sense of going through a little bit of a financial bind right now, but the end result would be worth it. But you're a smart cookie. You'll figure it out. You know what you're doing. Aw, well, blessed be. Well, Amanda, I feel it here in you. It's still sitting there. A little bit is still sitting there, but when I connected with you, I felt that, it hurts. Find a way to get the pain out of you. If I don't know if you're creative or artistic, express yourself. Find a way to get that pain out of you. If you have to paint a picture, if you have to write it down in a journal, if you have to just get it out of you and put it somewhere else, work through it. Don't just let it sit there. Can I read you? Oh no, a different sage. I don't see people's auras. Sometimes I just connect with their energy. Well, you should talk about it, Amanda. I think it would be good to talk about it with somebody. Find someone you trust and talk about it. It's good just to talk to another person and just, you know, find a friendly ear that will listen. But don't hold that pain inside of you. Just let it go. Find a way to work through that because it hurts you, and I felt it. It's like, oh, ow, ooh, that's painful. Can I see demons around me? No, I see demons in front of me. I see demonic people. One of them is Chantal. I see demonic people all the time. The biggest one is Chantal Marie. Not enough holy water in the world to exorcise that demon. Okay, so who was next for a reading? Yeah, you'll have those movie star teeth and you'd be like, me then, Karen. All right, Sigma, what kind of reading would you like? General? General readings are always the best because you're basically letting the cards do what they want and give you the message. Can I tell you guys something? I've been on YouTube now. I was just researching different channels on YouTube that did tarot readings, live tarot readings. And I'm not going to say any freaking names, but there's one channel and there's one person, I'm not going to say the name of this individual, but they were charged that they had lives where they charged $25 just to swing a pendulum and get an answer off a pendulum. I was like, damn, lazy. 25 bucks for that? You serious? What kind of nonsense is this? Just simple yes or no questions. There is a lot of nonsense. And some tarot channels, the way this one person in particular, the way he had his channel set up, like if you do a live and is like if you tip a certain amount, you get pushed up in the queue faster. I'm like, oh, so you're basically bribing people to pay you. Got it. All right, so we're just gonna do a general reading for you, Sigma. And can I just say, I am so happy that even though it's late, all of you are here. But I'm also happy that we don't have any nasty trolls in the room just ruining the experience. That's so lovely. So I want to thank everybody here for being cool. Because sometimes the trolls can try to mess it up. Really appreciate that. It's always nice when the trolls say, you know what? I'm going to take the night off. I'm going to go have a coffee. Have fun in your reading. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. already had those cards. Hold on. Hello, Albert. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying this reading. Really appreciate it. I don't know how many readings I'm doing tonight. I've already done a couple, and I'm not doing readings all night. I don't think I'd have the energy for that. So we'll just see what happens after I do the readings that people have already asked for. Ooh, okay. Hmm. What? Well, look at you getting all kinds of major arcana up in here. Well, you're surrounded by, prosperity. A lot of that. You're surrounded by prosperity. What's going on with the judgment card right away? I have no details about you to be able to give more detail about your reading, but I'm just, I'm feeling like there's a lot you're how can I say this? Are you in a position where like you're having to pick and choose what you do, like you're walking away from certain things? Like you're making some personal decisions where you're surrounded by opportunities, you're surrounded by prosperity and just things you could do, and you're choosing to walk away from certain things. Where you're like, I could make money there and I could do that, but I'm just choosing not to. Like you are surrounded by prosperity. Look, you got the Ace of Cups, prosperity. Like, there's tons of cups in here. King of Cups. I'm just seeing a lot of just walking away. You're having to make judgment calls. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with you, but just walking away from some things you used to do or things that you are doing. You're like, nope, I'm out. And it's made you a bit of a lone wolf. Like you're striking out on your own, kind of cutting yourself off from certain things. But, but it's a shifting of priorities. You're like saying, I've got too much on my plate. I'm just going to narrow it down to what makes me happy, what I believe in. So, in order to do that, you have to walk away from certain things in order to do other things. but the outcome will be very positive. So you're on the right track with that. This is not a foolish decision that you're making. You just had you just had your fill of nonsense. I just shredded all my tarot decks after reading for 35 years. I picked up an old Bible and it scared me back into faith. Well, I'm happy you have found your path. I don't think you had to shred all of your decks, but that's a personal decision and that's what you wanted to do. Then, and if it felt right, then I guess it's right for you. No, Debbie, you are not blocked. I don't see why anybody would block you. As far as I know, there are no mods in here right now, so nobody's going to block you. Karen, then Melissa. Thank you, Sigma. You're keeping track for me. I love that. Okay, Karen, did you also want a general reading? Did you also want a general reading? Well, let's see. Thank you, Sigma. Like, I don't have a notepad to write people's names down. Usually one of my mods do it for me. Ah, shit. Why did this jump out? We'll find out in a minute. My cards are beezing. Remember, guys, don't forget to sub up to the channel if you haven't already. And give the stream a like. It does help getting people to know the channel's even here. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button like Foodie hits a Nashi. Hit the like button like Foodie hits a Nashi. Thank you, Sigma. Like she like she hits the curb. Oh, the good old days of Foodie when she was hitting the curbs at the good old BK. We remember that, don't we? Simpler times. Simpler times of Foodie Beauty. Hey, Janet. I never thought I'd see the day where I was longing for like the past things of Foodie Beauty, but I am. I'm so over the Kuwait arc. It's so boring. Oh my God, is it boring? It just needs to stop. All right. Yeah, it has lasted. And it needs to come to an end. Really. It's stupid. That damn curfew. Yeah, it's true. It is offensive. Yeah, we can't do readings all night. I just do as many as I can until I get tired. All right, so okay. Hmm. Now keep in mind I'm going into this completely blind. I know nothing about you, but we've got the Page of Pentacles, we've got the Queen of Wands together. First two cards down. So I don't know if you have a partner or somebody, a male, like someone that you're close to. They're very, very close to you. You've gone through some trials too. And I'm also sensing that you're walking away from something. You're walking away from a few things. Yep. So there's going to be a sense of like, you're fighting for something, not fighting against something, fighting for something. Just and there's going to be some loss as far as whatever it is you're involved in, but you're not going to lose everything, you see, because that's how this card works. Where there's loss, but not total loss. You're going to lose a little bit, but not everything. And that's going to be a wise decision. Like you're taking a temporary loss, the payoff's going to be huge. So, whatever direction you're going in, money wise, you're making all the right moves. You're taking a temporary hit for a bigger reward later. But you're also like, there's the two, like, as I'm sensing the two, like you and your partner, a lot of things up in the air, a lot of projects, plans, definitely plans, a lot of plans for the future, things that you guys are doing together or planning together. There is some difficulty in it, a lot of worries. You got a lot of worries on your mind. There's a lot of things plaguing you on the inside. Don't get mired down in that. There's more of a battle going on inside of you than outside. Like the worrying is doing more damage than what's going on outside of you, if that makes sense. Like just if you're worrying and you're stressing about something, you're hurting yourself before anything else hurts you. So you got to clear your mind and you've got to be calm about things. And like I said, what you're after, you're going to get. What's that? He doesn't want you to have it. Why see nothing but money here? Is that Karen? No disrespect, but I've said in my readings earlier that as far as any kind of medical issues, any kind of medical diagnoses, that is something that I cannot say in the cards. As far as whether you should have the surgery or not have the surgery, that is something I'm sorry I can't read in the cards. My apologies. No, no, no. I'm Terminus. I'm not going to be rude about this. There's only so much the cards can say. And I'm not here to give any kind of medical advice to anybody, any mental advice to anybody. So, like, anything medical, mental issues can't diagnose that. We just paid off our car and credit cards. Well, there you go. I said you guys were taking a loss, but the end result is worth it. But as far as any kind of medical issues, I'm very sorry. I don't cover that area. Okay, so you said a general reading, so I gave you one, love. That was basically a general reading. The cards saw what they wanted to see. There was nothing really specific. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason why I'm kind of antsy about anything medical or mental is I've been doing readings on YouTube for a little bit, and I had one person come in here and they were trying to ask me about stuff that had to do with mental issues, and I'm like, I'm not the person to go to. So I get very nervous when somebody asks me about something that has to do with, and they mention anything medical. So I just take the route of if you need something specific, if it's something to do with something to do with your mental health or your physical health, best to see somebody that can see you in person. Okay, so Melissa, are you here? Where you at? There you are. General reading for you also. Me, me. She's like me, 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 me. I see you. What do you mean, poor Muta? What happened to Muta? What happened? What happened? I'm paying attention. I'm not ignoring anybody, but I'm like confused when you say poor Muta. Maybe Muta got a little bit frustrated because of YouTube blocking certain words. It's okay. It happens. Look, YouTube is weird anymore. They keep changing up their policies, and I do my react videos and I got to be very careful about certain words that I use because YouTube bots flip out. They flip out over stupid words. They're not even profanity, they flip out. So what ends up happening is if you try to use code words, you sound like an idiot. Why are you saying that word? Because I have to. YouTube, they don't want you to curse. You can't curse in the first half hour or so of your video. Got to use code words for everything. If the bots hear them, then they'll spank you. Don't think it was cursing. All right. We're almost there. I just got to make sure the cards are all shuffled up. Oops. Oh, okay, Melissa. Yeah, YouTube has gotten weird and wonky these days. They can't make up their minds about what's okay and what's not okay. All right, we're ready. Ooh. Hmm. It's okay, Amanda. If you're tired, you got to go to bed. It's cool. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here, so I get it. No apologies needed. So, what's going on, Melissa? What's bugging you? You're thinking about something. You're thinking about like, hold on a minute. Let me just connect with your energy for a second. You've been thinking about your life a lot. You're a worry wart. My messenger just told me you're a worry wart. Doggone it, you're a worry wart. You're looking at your life and you're examining every detail and getting caught up in the miasma of your past and mistakes that you've made, and I could have done this better and I shouldn't have done that, and I've done things in my past and I wish I could fix it, and what can I do in my future and how can I avoid making mistakes? Worry wart. You're a worry wart. You're so focused on everything behind you, everything in front of you, that you're not living in the moment, like right now. And I'm going to do something to you. I'm going to ask you to do something for me. Will you do it? I'm going to ask you to do something small. Hi, Starburst. What I'd like to ask you to do for me, and there's a reason for doing it. Stand up if you can, and when you stand up, try to take one of your feet and try to face it in the opposite direction at the same time that your one foot is facing forward. And try to walk like that. There's a reason why I'm asking you to do that. Oh no, I am so sorry. I didn't realize. All right, so don't do that. But talk about feeling dumb. The reason why I was asking you to do that is because if I'm going to try and do it, since you're not going to do it, I'm going to try and do it. So you stand up, and if you try to put one foot behind you and have one foot in front of you and try to walk, it's just not going to work. In order to move, you need both feet facing forward. You can't have one foot facing behind. Can't walk like that. You got to have both feet facing forward. You've got to be facing forward in order to walk forward, in order to go forward. You can't have one half of yourself in the past and one in the present and expect to go anywhere. I understand that, Terminus, and she pointed that out to me, and I didn't realize that either, and I apologized. So, like you being a worry wart, like you're thinking about the past, you're thinking about the future, you're examining your mistakes. What could I have done better? Uh, I shouldn't have done this way. I shouldn't have said that. You're getting caught up in the little details. Always with the little details. As one of my friends once told me, don't get caught up in the small shit. Guess what? It's all small shit. All of it. Hey, coffee artist. Like you're so worried. You're having trouble sleeping at night. Like it's on your mind when you go to bed. It's on your mind when you wake up in the morning. Don't do that to yourself. Give yourself a chance to breathe because good things are coming. Like you're very smart and you figure things out. So there's, King of Cups, good things for you. Stop worrying. Stop it. Stop it. Stop all that worrying. Cut it out. No, yeah. Worrying doesn't help whatever situation you're trying to solve. I know it's easier said than done. It's just human nature to worry, but it helps if you don't. What helps better is if you say to yourself, okay, there's a problem. Instead of worrying about stuff, let me make a plan. Then I won't worry. You know what? I think I have energy for one or two more readings, Sigma. What do I think of Missy Moo? My expression just says it all. Okay, Sally, you wanted a reading also? Well, I think Sally asked for a reading before you, Rally. So we'll just do a general reading for Sally and then Rally. I might use another deck because this one's been used for a while. It might be getting tired. That's why we have other decks. If one deck starts to get feeling like it's getting worn out, you use another deck. So this is a deck that I like so much, but the cards are a bit clumsy because whoever made them was such a genius. They made them out of thin plastic. I don't know why anybody would do that. Hi, Jenny. Yeah, the deck got tired. Hello, Autumn. That's why you have backup decks, Sigma. Yeah, this one's feeling a bit better. What you vaping? You know what? I'm not advocating anybody to smoke these, but somebody asked the question, Elf Tank Sweet Strawberry. And it tastes like bubblegum. Generally, when I vape, I actually like the coffee flavored vapes, but the good ones are really hard to find. Hello, D Rob. How are you? Booger. Hi, Boogs. Somebody finally woke up from her nap. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, all right. So I'm going to tell you what listen, when I do a card reading, I have to tell it like I see it and how I feel it. So, I don't know any details about what you're asking, but I feel like there is a personal relationship of some sort. This is the hangman with the two of cups. There's some kind of partnership going on with another person, someone that you're close to. Yep, there's the lover's card. Someone you're really, really close to. Be careful. Like you're feeling something for somebody. Um, be careful with that. For some reason, you're gonna take a financial hit because of it. Like you're a very hardworking person. You know, you're always busy. You're always doing things, but that might lead to finances being topsy turvy. So you can be with this person, but I'm just I keep getting a feeling that there's going to be some financial hardship there of some sort, some kind of change. Like I saw the death card. Death card does not mean physical death. It could mean a new job. It could be letting go of something old to grab onto something new. Can we get a reading on the condition of the elliptical Chantal broke? You know, you have to wonder. Remember that office chair that took so much of a beating from Chantal and it never broke? And here's this elliptical. She was on it for all of like 2 minutes and that thing cracked. People who made that office chair should get in touch with the people who made that elliptical. They need to pair up. They need to do something together. I think the people who made that elliptical, they need the secrets of the sturdiness of the office chair. They need to share their manufacturing secrets. How time flies. Well, thank you for being member for a year, Jenny. Really appreciate it. So who else is here that wanted a reading? Was it you, Rally? I'm trying to keep in mind who asked first. Oops. God, these cards are slippery. Who thought it would be a good idea to make tarot cards out of flimsy plastic? You're welcome, Sally. I'm being told to tell you, Sally, that as far as money, have a backup plan. So just take that for what it is. Have a backup plan. Don't go all in and throw your chips on one number as far as money. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Have a backup plan. That'll help a lot. Seriously though, like who decided when they made these tarot cards, oh, we'll just make them out of really flimsy slippery plastic. Wait, you know what? That's a good idea. Time gone by. That is a good idea. One moment, please. Do 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 do. You're just really organized. Well, as you can see, we need that around here. Well, thank you, Sigma. I really appreciate it. So you had a general question rally? No? Oh, shoot. What the heck? What happened here? My cards go flying everywhere. So you wanted to ask something specific? I know the cards are beezing. Why do they do that? You're welcome, Sigma. So did you want just a general reading rally or you want to ask about something specific? General. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to clarify first. And I think you're right, Sigma. This will be the last reading because I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. That's my signal that I need to cut it off. But I got energy for one. I got energy for one more, and that's it. And that's this one. You are observant. All right. Oh, yeah, those cards are slippery. Oh, oh, what is that? You're a very productive person, and you're very helpful to people. You're always helping people. Always helping people. I'm getting a sense from this card that you are always helping people, always giving to others. But at the same time, you go through moments of loneliness. But you are a person. You're surrounded in plenty, and sometimes you don't feel strong, so you're lacking strength. And you got this card that comes up, the Temperance card, finding the balance. There you are, being the giving person, helping others, always trying to help. You you give too much, if that makes sense. You give too much. Giving is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but always save something for you. Always give to yourself first before you can give to others, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You have a tendency to give too much and leave nothing for yourself. And that's where the temperance comes in. Make sure you've got something in your cup before you pour it into somebody else's. I'm seeing that you're overly generous. I love you, but you're overly generous. Always giving, 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 giving. But this is not a bad reading. I mean, this is you. So there's nothing bad that's showing up here. The only thing I'm getting from this reading is that you're a very good person. You're very generous. You're very generous hearted, and you give too much. You don't hold anything back for yourself. And that doesn't just apply to money. That can apply to other things too. Don't make yourself exhausted. Don't exhaust yourself. Always take care of yourself first. And that way, if you love to give to others, you can continue to do so. You're overcompensating. Well, don't do that. Don't overcompensate. Don't be under the impression that if you don't give that people won't care. People will still care whether you're giving or not. They care about you as the person, not about your generosity. Does that make sense? You are you as a person, you already have value. If you choose to give, then that's something you do, but the giving does not make you more valuable. It's just something that you do. You're already valuable as a person. You are a very good soul, and you are worth something. You've always been worth something. You just have to believe that. And I don't think you do believe that. I'm picking up on your energy right now. Doggone it, I'm gonna cry. What is it with me and connecting with people tonight and wanting to cry? What is that? Um, you feel like you have to give everything to be worth something. You're already worth something. You just have to know that. You're already worth something. Oh God. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You don't have to give all to be loved. You're already loved. Hi, Blondie. Those that you help, they appreciate the help, but they would love you regardless. They would like you regardless. Because the giving isn't from your pocketbook, it's from here. They see that. Or they should see that. If they don't, screw them. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. And I'm feeling that you're using being generous as a means of distraction from your grief. But if you need to cry, then cry. If you need to mourn, mourn. Everybody has to go through grieving a loss of something. But just take care of you and know that you're loved and that you're a valuable person, no matter if you are generous or not. How about that? Ah, well, I have to say this has been like a lovely time doing readings for you guys. No trolls tonight, and everybody had a wonderful time, I think. What do you guys think? You're welcome, Karen. Like I said, I want to do the readings earlier today, but there's just so much going on, and I'm like, I'll wait. I'll wait till I have to do my reading. So I'm here. It was, wasn't it? All right, everybody. It's been a lovely live, very peaceful. I enjoyed it. Okay, cat lady. I hope that you sleep well. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And I don't know when I'll do my next reading or my next live. I was actually contemplating doing my first live reacting to Chantal, but I'm going to wait for something react worthy because right now she's not giving us much. She's not even giving us a nothing burger. She's giving us a nothing nugget. I don't want my first live reacting to Chantal to be boring. But I have been considering that. Firing up StreamYard and reacting to Chantal. All right, everybody. Good night. Have a lovely night. And I'll speak at you guys later. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.